Peace everybody, back with another video. This is a breaking news. U.S. C-19 virus deaths exceed 75,000, Reuters tally. And of course, as you can see here, there is a person here that's cleaning the seat. I do believe it's on a bus or a train, but more likely it's a train. U.S. deaths from the novel C-19 topped 75,000 deaths on Thursday, according to a Reuters tally, after the White House shelved a step-by-step guide prepared by health officials to help states safely open. So according to Reuters, they have 75,000 deaths. So this is their tally of how many people had died from the C-19 and of course, after the White House shelved a step-by-step guide prepared by health officials to help states safely reopen. Deaths in the United States, the epicenter of the global pandemic, have averaged 2,000 a day since mid-April, despite efforts to slow the outbreak. So the deaths in the United States, the epicenter of the global pandemic, have averaged 2,000 a day since mid-April. So since during that time of mid-April, there was 2,000 deaths a day. The death toll is higher than any fatalities from the seasonal flu going back to 1967 and represents more U.S. deaths than during the fast 10 years of the AIDS epidemic from 1981 to 1991. So that's how long it's been. So you got the death toll is higher than the fatalities from the seasonal flu going back to 1967 and represents more U.S. deaths during the first 10 years when the AIDS epidemic started from 1981 to 1991. So that's 10 years right there. U.S. cases are over 1.25 million as new infections continue to rise in many states, including Illinois, Maryland, Minnesota, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. According to a Reuters tally and analytics of historical data from the C-19 tracking project, New York and New Jersey, the two states with the highest number of cases, have been experiencing declines in new positive cases in recent weeks. Yes, so the U.S. cases are over 1.25 million as new infections continue. Now, New York, I'm hoping they're meaning New York City, not just the state of New York itself, New York City, because that's the biggest city that everybody lives in. And with New Jersey is right next to New York City, because all you have to do is just take the bridge over from New York City to New Jersey and back, and vice versa. The two states with the highest number of cases have been expecting declines in new positive cases in recent weeks. But the infections continue to rise in many states, including Illinois, Maryland, Minnesota, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. So those are the 7 states right there. Some health experts are predicting a resurgence in deaths later this summer as U.S. states lift stay-at-home orders and Americans begin eating out at restaurants and going to gyms again. Well, hopefully they need to reopen because people are out of work and they need to feed their family. Some health experts are predicting a resurgence in deaths later this summer. Well, summer is always the hottest season of all, and this is the time people get, summer is the time where people get suntans. They get to go swimming, walk their dogs, do anything they want during the summer. Watch fireworks from the sky and everything. A University of Washington research model here often cited by White House officials earlier this week nearly doubled its projected U.S. death toll to over 134,000 by August 4th. So by August, you would have at least over by 134,000 by August 1st. So think of how many people that would be a day. Like I said, 2,000 deaths a day. An internal Trump administration forecast predicted a surge of fatalities to 30,000 a day by the end of May. So by the end of this month of May, the fatalities would surge up to 30,000 by the end of this month, as internal Trump administration forecasts predicted. So they're only predicting, and that's all they're doing is predicting. States are eager to reopen due to surging unemployment rates. About 33.5 million people have filed claims for unemployment benefits since March 21st, roughly 22.1% of the working age population. So there was a lot of people that gave up their jobs and went and filed for unemployment. So about 33.5 million people have filed claims for unemployment benefits since March 21st. That's when everything was shut down at that time and everything. A 17-page document prepared by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention was shelved to avoid giving overly prospective guidance, said a number of President Donald Trump's White House task force. All right, so Donald Trump, White House task force, in other words, Fauci, who's a fraud. We all know that. It was a 17-page document prepared by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which was shelved to avoid giving overly prescriptive guidance, said a member of President Donald Trump's White House task force. So there's a 17-page document on it. I'm not sure where it would be, but I'm pretty sure it's around somewhere, unless you go to their website and see the documents for yourself. Leave your comments below. I am out.